Hey guys, and welcome back to Fortnite. I haven't thought of anything wild to do with the series, haven't really given it much thought, I've been kind of taken away by other games, but there was some big updates to Fortnite, steps in an amazing direction. Like one of the things that the team has been saying that they're going to work on in the future, the dev team for Fortnite, is the stamina situation. I still think stamina is such a hindrance on a feel-good kind of gameplay that I would hope the game would summon, because you're constantly limited and it's useless to play certain characters because they're barely able to do anything because their abilities are always tied to stamina and stuff like that. Again, it's like one of the reasons why soldiers are the most picked class and they have so many things that are strong about them, etc. Anyways, they've introduced a skateboard slash hoverboard. It's a hoverboard, but still. It's fantastic. Now, how you attain this, I spent the whole day doing. It's not that bad. I just got a shitty rotation of the map. So if we go over to Plankerton, you can do some in Stonewood. Essentially, you need to do a recommended lightning bolt level that's above 9. And when you find a mission like that that's above 9, a lightning bolt, you're going to want to go to a city area that has an event in the city. So if it's like 3 things you're having to check off that list, so sometimes the only thing that's in a city is like a shitty defend the van mission or this or that, etc. Or the suburban areas, kinda, yeah. Long story short, I had a bad roll of the dice for my day that I was playing. But yes, you need to go into that instance, and then you're going to be trying to hunt down hot rod vehicles. They're just like vehicles that will glow yellow. They're pretty simplistic and pretty obvious to see and all that jazz. Now, this is the New Year's update, I think, something along those lines. And now, on the topic of new things to attain, today I also got through the first beginning quest. So what they've decided to do is that there's going to be continual quests when it comes to Valentine's. At least it looks that way. Valentine's and the firework weapons and stuff like that. So basically we're getting more and more event pages. So we got this one, and then that was number 1, and that was getting Cupid. And then the second one that they released recently is Spring It On, and it has a bunch of new quests to go and experience, which is lovely. I'm kind of putting that in the back burner. As of the story of the Valentine's Day love weirdness, not that into it. Not that into the story of Dean and his teen angst or whatever. When completing those quests, you do get firecracker tickets, which gets you stuff like this. The Dragon Fang. This thing looks cool. See, it looks fantastic, but I don't really like, the perks are decent. It's mainly stacked in durability. Neat. But it's a heavy damage dealing fire-based weapon and that's a base. Which usually, and it does in this case, mean it has a very, very slow fire rate. So, no, no. Looks amazing. No, no though. I got this, which I haven't actually messed around with, but I think it'll be the one I keep, and the one that I'll keep in my favorites tab. And then the other one is this one, which is a semi-automatic rifle, moderate fire rate, decent stuff, penetrates numerous enemies, and sets them on fire. Fire damage is effective against yeah. Okay, so, it's fun. I would have really liked, like, it's fireworks. It's explosive, it has an AoE, stuff like that, but they haven't done that. It's like, hey, this weapon just on a passive level has fire damage. It's cool, but it's not what I really think of when it comes to a firework. I think of explosions and light and wildness, and gunpowder and all that jazz. That's probably not why you guys clicked on this video. You guys clicked on this video because you probably, I don't know, maybe you wanted to see the hoverboard. Maybe you want to know how to get the hoverboard. Maybe you want to know how to deploy the goddamn hoverboard. But this is basically just a way to get around the map faster, but you are completely disconnected when you're on it. You cannot like hit square to pick up a box. You have to get off the hoverboard slash just pop it out of existence, pick up a chest or pick up a thing that you want. It's kind of annoying that you can't at least collect things on your hover bike. Bitter coffee, let's go. So here is the hoverboard. You spawn it by hitting O. That's after you've already gotten all the parts and you've technically made it. Sweet, but this is the hoverboard. It operates very much like a Halo, not Banshee, a Halo Warthog, in the sense that you can go right, but it's not going to do much. If you want to turn, Oh, I didn't know you get popped off it when you got hit by a monster. Well, anyways, let's summon it again. It's gonna take an eon, but hey. But yeah, turning to the left is not doing much unless you physically aim to the left. And it's laggy, but it's also making the world, but that's kind of how you turn, is by, you know, looking in that direction, and then it kind of has some drift. But yeah, we can do little bunny hops, boing, right over stuff like that. In the trailer, I've seen some people like riding on rooftops. You get snagged on a fair number of things. Like, that's not like if we see, like, if we didn't like kind of bounce over it, even though we're hovering, it would make sense that the propellers kind of bounce us up. But I don't know. But there's this apparently. Deploy a teddy bear. All right, we're gonna get the Valentine's Day thing after this. Maybe, maybe. And we gotta wait a long time to deploy it. You can fuck right off. Oh, by the way, these are the weapons. So yeah, it penetrates through targets. Kind of difficult to show that. There we go. We're hitting two at once. I think it halves the damage, which is unfortunate. This gun, it's not what I would choose, but you know, neat. Now this, on the other hand, I am wholeheartedly disappointed that it is not faster swinging. It just takes a long time. It does hit in a great AoE, but it just doesn't knock things down fast enough, and I don't have any points into it, so maybe that would, you know, help. I'm not sure if we're completing this mission. We'll see. We'll see if we find enough teddy bears and if it's even warranted. Speaking of a weird thought pattern, it's crazy about, like, oh, by the way, these are fireworks, so we launch these into the air, and then we collect their dust that drops from them, / shrapnel pieces. Point that I was trying to make was, it's very weird to play a game that you love what it's doing, but just can't exactly get into at the moment, you know? I feel like Fortnite's very much that. It's funny, because even in the last video, I was talking about how Monster Hunter, the game I'm playing, does this really cool thing where it just has really good sound to me. The monster roars are on point, the background music is like calming, there's like leaves and trees kind of bouncing around. It sounds really good, and its theme song is just nice. It's not like and I'm like, God, fuck, I don't need to listen to this every time I just see the loading screen. Anyways, and that's what I was mentioning, is I wish Fortnite would have a different, like, background music / theme song. And weirdly enough, they did. They straight up did that. Yeah, shit's wild. Oh, it's laggy. I can't get off my board. Anyways, they revamped the introduction song. I'm not sure if you guys heard that when we were in the game. When we get back to the loading screen, you guys will hear it, but not a fan. It kind of sounds janky. Again, I don't think many people want to, like, open up a loading screen in here. Bang, bang, like, it's the same. It's different, but it's still loud and fairly obnoxious. You know, it's fairly like, hey, it's a bit jarring. It's not like, I'm ready to play, like this right here. Why is that a thing? Like, nothing is that intense in this game. Like, especially when, like, it's this weirdness where Fortnite is a very relaxed, chill game, but it's not, because of the music. The music doesn't complement the gameplay at all. It's almost like, why are you so fucking intense right now? Chill out. Oh, you're the greatest, thank you. But yeah, it takes 3 hits just to kill a grunt. I will say, its left click is pretty top notch. It spins like 3 times. Maybe it's not, actually, because it just knocked those people back, and it's not what you want. You want them to stay pretty on top of you. But anyways, the reason why we're getting so many of those so quickly is because that is a repeatable quest that gets you a basically gold. So you know how they've introduced bronze coins and gold coins that can give you various things each week or month? Well, that's the same thing, except now you attain them via a repeatable quest, so you can grind for those specifically. I do not think you can get them passively. Maybe you can. Yeah, I think you can actually. Never mind. Yeah, you can get them passively and through quests if you're really trying to grind for something. Which again, I could not say how like I am like, yes, all of this sounds great. It makes sense. You're good, but I don't know. I'm just kind of, yeah. I do love the skateboard though, because it was just a complete pain in the ass. I don't want to build that thing. It's too big. I'm not sure if you can get a faster one, although it would be awesome. I mean, maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should just mute the music and just put something that I would enjoy on. This may fuck with the recording. There we go. See, to me, I like this. This is the stuff that I want to listen to when I'm just building, you know, even when I'm defending. I like just that nice rhythm, that consistent sound. Personally, you guys may like the battle anthem. Oh my god! And don't get me wrong, I like that too, but I feel like there's a time and a place for that. And if you're wondering what happens when you fall from a high place with your skateboard, I wish I could tell you it impacts. No, it just breaks it instantly, and you get all the damage. So, you know, a little bit less cool, a little bit less cool, but whatever. Also, I love, again, like I can't speak highly enough of this, something that allows you to actually get to point A to point B in a fun way. But I do think you should have added something to manage, like even if it was something like, you know how Zelda has that sprint minigame, where like if you want to have more boost, if you want to have something, there's like this tiny minigame. And I thought, Fortnite would be the king of that, because Fortnite has this thing, when you're harvesting certain things, you have to aim at a certain location, and that is extremely good. That's like a bravo moment, because it allows you to kind of, for people that just want to farm and not think about it, you can do that. For people that want to be like proactive and kind of be more efficient because they're pinched for time or whatever have you, then that's excellent as well. Again, I think this game does so many things well, but for some reason, right now, I think a big part of it is that I've invested a ton of time into this game. And the quest system kind of annoys me. Like, with having invested so much time, I'm basically at endgame not having tapped the story. And that's not with me not wanting to. That's me just kind of being like, I couldn't really tap the story. Love the hoverboard though. The fact that I'm able to just do this, bounce around, is great. There's still kind of that issue where you can, for the most part, you can't really complete all the quests, or any quest in one given match, which to me, I think that's kind of stupid. Like, I get it if you're doing it as a side thing, but for people that, again, it's the same thing where it's like, the harvesting minigame. Like when you're breaking shit apart, I can aim here and do it faster. Well, why can't that be the case in missions? Why can't you appease people who want to like just relax and play the game and not feel rushed? But for the people that are kind of like me, who spend most of the time editing and not playing video games, who kind of need to make sure their time is well spent when in a video game. Also, you know, in a game where it's not exactly prioritizing skill, I still think it's fun. I still think it's fun to try to be fast and efficient at things. Definitely worth trying to bang out this quest though. Yeah, I only did like a city mission and a half. You need 10. And if you're doing a city mission, you can find like a ton of vehicles, so you're kind of okay. What I meant by the hoverboard kind of just knocking you off when we just jump off of it, it does this. Just kind of disappears. There's no like little smoke or the weird like digitizing thing. None of that. None of that.
The best is when fireworks are set off in time to classical music. Like, we're so totally cultured and love classical music, but we also love blowing stuff up. Ooh, more envelopes.
You mean da 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 ba 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 Beethoven or whatever? If they could somehow like code in like wall grinding, like and you just like curved your hoverboard, it'd be amazing. They changed the game. I'm not sure if this is new though. I thought I heard someone say that the hoverboard existed in Battle Royale first, when it was like in its beta stage. But then they took it out promptly, and then they put it back in here, so I don't know. I am not sure. And see, if I wanted to open up this, I couldn't do it. I had to get off and open it, which is a bit, you know, is my balance that poor? By the way, if you want to know where to find the quest, it's right here in your tutorial quest section. It's one of the ones at the very bottom. It says attain your hoverboard or whatever. But yeah, this thing is tons of fun. It changes the way you move around a good amount. I wish you could at least hit square so you could pick up items or something like that instead of being kind of restricted in that sense. Also, this might sound weird, but if they toned down the gravity that this thing has just a little bit, would be kind of nice. So if it was a little more floaty, so like if I were to tap something like this, see, it like fights to stay on the ground. It's like, just no, we need to be there. Also, if it somehow had like a cone, because if we like tap into anything, it stops. Like if we just barely clear it, where it'd be nice if it kind of it edged it out, you know, where it made it curved. It basically went up the surface. I don't want to have the literal problems you have when messing around with a skateboard, where a rock will be your downfall. I don't want that. And again, I don't mean to be like, nothing is ever good enough for me, but still. Also, look at the victory screen. Look at yours truly. Is real up there. It's really, really up there, me. Oh, I'm above myself, unless I switched it. Who knows? But can I pause the game? I can't. Well, we're gonna crank up the music and just, you guys are gonna hear it. Gonna hear just the music that, I don't hate it. I actually prefer it over the old stuff because I've heard it for so long. But again, to me, what makes some good gameplay music is something that's real, just nice, soft, something where you can just kind of chill out, especially in a game that is like this, that is more or less you're just kind of hunting things. It's pretty easy to attain a good weapon and dunk down monsters. Not a lot of shit like keeps you on the edge of your seat and you're like, oh shit, it's too much. Because there's so many ways to like do the thing. Traps, building, guns, character build, so many things. We're gonna mac this shit out, break our goddamn ears. So this is the new music, by the way. Bit finicky though. Every time we change a tab, it resets. Bit weird. Well, it's only for loot, actually. Yeah. I'm not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. Again, it's very high strung, seems intense. Violin, although beautiful, not serene, nor soothing. Instead, it's very like me climbing to the summit of a mountain when this game isn't that. This game is not about getting to the next tier of power or whatever. It's about completing arduous tasks that mean mostly nothing, like smashing 3 anomalies in successful missions. Neat, I guess. Anyways, what are the next couple missions? Because I'm interested in getting one of those guns, specifically the shotgun. The shotgun to me looks badass. I think it's like a big boomstick that literally just clears anything and everything that's in front of it, which sounds awesome. Yeah, Dragon Weapon Evolution, and Big Eye, and a bunch of others. But we are very close to actually attaining this. Yeah, we only needed to deploy 3 or 4 more things to actually get a special new character. Is he good? I don't know. Is he Cupid? Yes. Yes, he is. Guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Fortnite stuff. By the way, a couple videos, no, last video I was talking about how I didn't really know what I could do with Fortnite. This isn't it. This isn't my attempt to try to like bring something back. I haven't really been motivated to like truly, I guess I should explain myself. When it comes to like making content, I believe it's on you as a creator to make whatever you enjoy interesting and fun. And if you like it enough, you'll be more motivated to make it more interesting and fun to watch, and you'll add gimmicks to it. But to be honest, right now, for whatever reason, Fortnite, I think it's just because I played it a little bit, is kind of in this state of been there, done that a little bit. And I love the changes that they're making. They're all great changes to like the quality of life. That kind of scares me for Destiny, because I feel like I might have a similar feeling when they're updating their game. It's like I love all these like quality of life changes, but when it comes to like the game itself, I kind of just am bored with the fundamentals of it, you know? And bored's a strong word. I'm not like wanting to die right now because I'm that bored, but I am just kind of like, neat. And that just shouldn't be the case. I should be like, this is awesome. I can't wait to experience this. I can't wait to do the quests. And this is me. This is like, I'm hoping you guys don't feel this way, of course. I love Epic as a studio. I think they're fantastic. But, yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying it to the fullest extent that you can. But there's a subscribe button above me, 2 videos to my right. I would highly suggest those ones. Hopefully I'm a little bit more gung-ho about them, making them and such. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, my name is Logan, and Frost. I appreciate you for the time you have given me, and goodbye.